Well, I think there's a lot of exciting news at ASCO, and in particular the immunotherapy is particularly interesting because we have now data from a number of different studies suggesting significant outcomes for patients who are treated with new classes of immunotherapy drugs as well as combinations of immunotherapy drugs. So my interest has really been in developing oncolytic viruses as vectors for immunizing patients to initiate both the local and systemic immune response. And we are actually reporting the results of the first phase 3 study that's ever shown a positive outcome for patients with, in this case, advanced melanoma who are treated with a oncolytic herpes virus expressing GM-CSF. And our primary endpoint of this study was to look at durable response rate, and we found that there was a significant improvement in durable response for patients who were treated with the agent, which is called telimagene laherparepvec. And we have a trend that shows improved overall survival as well, although that data is not mature yet. Well, I think based on the positive outcomes that we've seen with immunotherapy, there's a lot of interest in trying to extend immunotherapy into a wider range of different types of cancer. So one of the important things that we've been learning, particularly with ipilimumab and the anti-PD-1 antibodies, is that patients with other diseases besides melanoma and renal cell carcinoma may respond as well. So there's a lot of interest in looking at non-small cell lung cancer, ovarian cancer, and perhaps others. And so that's going to be important. And I think the general paradigm that you can combine immunotherapies and see a better effect is what's really emerging from the ASCO meeting this year. And I think that that is really opening up the field to look at all sorts of different combinations to try to really improve responses for our patients. So the Society for Immunotherapy of Cancer is a professional organization that really brings together all of the experts who are interested in immunotherapy, from the scientists who work on the preclinical models, to the physicians that are actually doing the clinical studies and treating the patients, to the nurses, to the patients, and to the industry partners that we work with to really get the field advanced. I think it's really important to have a professional society where all of these groups can come together and network and collaborate and really develop new innovations in the area. Yeah, so I think because of the advances in immunotherapy, it's important to have credible journals that are publishing the highest impact articles. And so SITC is really delighted to launch the Journal for Immunotherapy of Cancer, which will be a new journal that will really bridge the gap between the basic science and the clinical investigation. And so we think this will be an important contribution to the biomedical literature and will really help to spur the field of immunotherapy forward. You know, I think the Society for Immunotherapy of Cancer has really been a great professional organization for me personally, and I think we certainly welcome everybody else who has an interest in this area to join our membership. We would really like to interact with as many people as possible and really increase the interest in the knowledge of immunotherapy and the real impact it can have for our patients. I think the member benefits include being able to network with your peers. I think being able to access experts in the field to cut across academic sites, industry, and our government regulatory bodies all come together at SITC. We have a fantastic website. We have a new journal that's been launched. And I think really our flagship program is our annual meeting, which really brings everybody together and gives people a very concise but important update on what's going on in the field. And we're now beginning to really go out and look at educating the clinicians, the nurses, and the patients, and really advocating for more funding in this area, and really making sure that all the patients who might benefit from immunotherapy are able to get access to it.